Start your day at Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery in Fort Gibson. Enjoy rich coffee, lattes, homemade biscuits and gravy, hearty breakfasts, and fresh lunches, all served with a small town charm. Find Ease on Main Street in downtown Fort Gibson, open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery. Good food, good coffee, and good company.
Hello, welcome to Hawk Talk, Teeny's podcast. My name is Breanna Hampton, Editor-in-Chief of The Northeastern. I'm sitting down today with Emma Williams, Talon editorial team member, and Jared Gutierrez, Talon media marketing team member, who are here to discuss the 10th edition of the Talon and what to expect out of this year's publication. Thank you both for taking the time to sit with me. Let's find out more about the Talon. So Jared, please tell me what your job is within the Talon and kind of explain what you do, and then Emma will go right after him.
Hello, my name is Jared Gutierrez, part of the media and marketing team, which I think is like so perfect for me because fun fact about me is I love to be the center of attention. And so that's basically what my job is here. I'm either the center of attention and my group is because we like run the social media, or our work is. So whatever we put up, it's like the forefront of our project. So actually we have an upcoming post for like the announcement of like the cover. And so we just, on my end, I manage the social medias, the rest of the team. We have Facebook and Instagram. And a big thing that I do is I bring the ideas to the group. So most of the ideas are like from me, but then we workshop it together. And so it makes it a group little project, which I really, really enjoy. I generally pick when we're going to post. So like, oh, which days work best? What time? Because the algorithm can get tricky and nothing is more humbling than like working really hard on something and then getting 32 views. And it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe not. It's a try.
Yes.
But so it's a lot of like weird thinking, and you wouldn't think that because like you'd think you're like, oh, it's Instagram, like you could just post whatever. No, girl, like I am like surfing the web, and like I'm not even that old, but like these new trends make me feel aged.
Oh,
okay.
I feel so old. Yeah.
Oh, like trust. So that's like a lot of what I've been working on recently, but we also are in charge of like the event planning. So the bake sale that we just had, which went exceptionally well. Thank you for everyone who supported. Thank you. It was an idea that I brought up, and then we workshopped that together, and we're still planning at least one more like event. It'll probably have some fundraiser stuff with it, but it's mostly going to be an event later this month in November. And then we have the launch party in December. So that's what a lot of our focus is going to be like this month. And then on the other side, I worked a little bit less in this section, but I did definitely help here. The people who really managed this was Chantel and Tyler. They were in the emailing section as well as like the blacking out section where like editing couldn't really see like the names or anything like that. They did so well on that. Like I would blink and 13 things would be blinded. And I'm like, you know what? Work. Because I thought I could do it exceptionally well. I did it once. It was not cute. Let's say that. But the emailing is another job we do. We answer a ton of emails, reach out to people when we can't get in contact with specific people. So it's just like a really broad range of things. So it's from doing like these backdoor things where like we're working behind the scenes, that's a better way to put it, to being like the forefront, the face of the project for sure.
You guys are our go-to people for sure. Like we need something done, they're going to get it done.
Absolutely. From the layout side of it all, it's like we haven't been doing a whole lot throughout the whole semester, just kind of like putting in ideas, doing a little bit of designing, and just kind of waiting until the big wave rushes in. But like watching the media marketing do so well, I was absolutely blown away. I love it. I love seeing you guys do all the work you've done and having these creative ideas be put forth and being like, well, we want to do this, so we're going to do it. And not being afraid of it. And even with the editorial side with Emma, I'm amazed every single day. Every time we get in class and they come with updates and all these numbers and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how are they doing it? So Emma, tell me how you did it.
So my name is Emma Williams, and I was selected to be on the editorial side. It was a little competitive. I wasn't prepared for that, y'all. And I was really, really happy that I actually did get in. It's probably because I sent my email during class. So I was like, please. Probably first email in the mailbox. And that's kind of been a good little theme for editorial is like we are doing, we're making the hard and fast calls. It was probably the most heartbreaking job, but also like rewarding. I don't like having that much control. I think with our little editorial group, I think we are the largest group. We were all, how to put it, leaders. Very big leaders, and we were all very knew what we wanted, so it was kind of hard to work at first with all the leaders and all the people, all the voices, but there was definitely delegation processes and stuff like that, and I think everybody had a lot to bring to the table. I did a lot of yearbook stuff in high school, so there was a little bit of that to bring to the table. I think I'm a little bit of a media marketing transplant. I feel like that was definitely, there's times that I'm like, oh, I wish I was on media marketing and not reading constantly. And then, so when we started, there was a lot of there was a moment where it was media marketing was it, and we were like, okay, y'all, what are we gonna do? And we did a lot of throwing ideas back and forth of what to do, but you really don't know until you're there. You really don't know what you're gonna have until you actually get your pieces in, and then you start getting the vibe for things. And we had 10 different ways we were gonna score stuff, and it ended up just whatever was the most convenient for everybody, and ended up on a sheet that we did not initially plan to be the scoring sheet, but that's how it kind of worked for us. And we very much appreciate the blinded, because that was an insane amount of work for y'all. Yes, there were pieces. It's funny to read the pieces, and then the hardest part was I sent out all the declined. Oh, that was not a fun weekend. I was so sad to have to tell everybody, anybody who didn't make it in, because I didn't send out any of the accepted, so I felt a little sad. I was like, this is a little uneven. I need to have some good, good feelings from this. But we had, it's really fun in choosing. There's not a lot that I can say, because I don't want anybody to feel any type of way about, them getting submitted. And there were decisions that were made. We all said that we would play it kind of like America's Got Talent. Everybody's got a golden buzzer, and everybody's got a veto. And so there were some vetoes taken, and there were some golden buzzer. And my favorite was submitted by one of our people. It was the first 5 I ever gave.
I think us two, me and Bree, know what you're about to say.
We know which one it was.
Oh yeah, I was obsessed. Learning on how to grade things, it's how it makes you feel, Absolutely, and if that left you with lasting emotion. And lasting emotion isn't always, oh my gosh, I'm so depressed and I'm gonna cry. Sometimes it's that you're laughing over a poem that someone submitted about a chimichanga.
And there it is.
And there it is.
There it is. Chimichanga. Be ready to read it.
That has been a topic of conversation every single class since you've read it. I want to put that out there.
Yes. And you know what?
Funny.
I still haven't had one.
Oh, no.
Really?
Well, I'm a vegetarian, so I haven't had one in 6 years.
Dang.
Oh. I'm sure there's a vegetarian option out there.
I mean, but that'd be kind of sad. A tortilla with veggies? Might as well just eat something else.
Maybe some cheese. But I mean, we have in the editorial group chat, I kid you not, have been sending pictures back and forth of us eating chimichangas.
I can't. No,
you're well fed.
We need Tyler to
much.
read that at one of our readings we're planning this semester or something. At this point, it's been hyped up. So.
It's been hyped up, yeah, for sure.
Tyler's gonna have to wear his wizard outfit.
Oh,
yes.
Read his poem. I guess we kind of outed him there, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's one of our own.
He likes it. He thinks it's really funny. I think he's gonna kill me, but it's okay. And then, it's figuring out the layout of it after we got everything submitted. It was also editing. My little brother was accepted because we do accept high schoolers. I read it and totally didn't know it was him. He says, my Vietnam vet grandpa, who is also a police officer. And I go, oh, I guess a lot of grandpas do that, because my grandpa did that too. Then I woke up and I was like, you know what? That was my brother. So we passed it on to get fairly graded by someone else, even though I gave it 5s. But, so then he got accepted, and editing him has been really funky. It's been really funny. I think he's been my hardest edit, and I think it's because I'm his sister, so he thinks he can be mean to me. We had a lot of pieces this year that didn't need a lot of editing, and that's really amazing, because when you're submitting to other editorial publishing places, literary journals, when you're submitting to other literary journals, you expect a polished piece, and we got a lot of polished pieces. So that was really wonderful to work with, and really easy on my part. But we have come to an end. We have gotten all our stuff ready, and now we're giving it to layout. So.
And that's me. I'm Leia. No, we have a wonderful team, and I want to point out that this specific class of this semester is the biggest it's been in years. So I think last year's layout only had like 3 people. There was only 1 media marketing, and there were 2 editorials.
2 editorial.
So
They also had the largest amount of submissions.
yes, they did. That last year's group had a amazing work, and they did amazing on that last edition.
Phenomenal.
It was amazing. So, you know, with a bigger class, I'm hoping we can live up to that standard, and I think we're headed that way. Jared, I want you to talk a little bit about the bake sale that happened over homecoming weekend. And for you guys, this will be way past that. It was November 1st. We had a bake sale during the parade, and then they went over to the tailgating. So if you don't mind talking about how much we made in general and just overall how the experience went.
We'll be back after a quick break.
The NSU Playhouse proudly presents the comedy play Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike, written by Christopher Durang. The story revolves around the relationships of 3 middle-aged siblings, 2 of whom live together, and takes place during a visit by the third, Masha, who brings along her boyfriend Spike. The play will feature 3 NSU alum, Michael Gaffney, Robin Robinson, and Dr. Robin Persley, and will be directed by Scott Persley. The show will run during homecoming week on October 23rd through the 26th, and all proceeds will go to the Ray Heineke Scholarship for NSU Drama. Get your tickets today.
Yeah, absolutely. So the idea came because I've hosted a bake sale before for like other organizations and stuff. So it's like, you know what? Let me take some past experience and let me give it some va-va-voom and like make it work for the Talon. And so I brought it up to the media and marketing team, and everybody was on board. Everyone's like, yes, I'm baking this, this, and that. And I'm like, you know what? Love. I live for it. So that's really where it started. And from there, we were really just like editing like what we really wanted to do, how we wanted to do it. And we were talking about our goals and like everything we wanted to achieve. And it was during one of our class periods where Glennis, one of the other people in our class, who gave us the idea that like, oh, maybe it's a really good idea to do it during homecoming. And so we were like, you know what, Glennis, you ate with that. We are going to do it during homecoming. And so I reached out and I emailed some people like managing homecoming, but apparently I emailed the wrong people. And so, but the good thing is I emailed it at like 9:30 a.m. and they responded at like 10:30 and being like, you emailed the wrong person, but we love the idea. So I'm forwarding you to the head of the homecoming community, or like who's ever in charge of it. And I just think it was a really busy week for her because it was the week of homecoming. And so she didn't get back to us in time, which is perfectly fine. It was literally like the Tuesday or something before
and
homecoming.
We had no problem setting up
at
all. Yeah.
And so I forgot who it was, but they mentioned Neds. Was it Glennis again?
I think it was Glennis.
I think it might have been Glennis. And I'm not from Tahlequah. I've been in Tahlequah. This is like my 4th time being in Tahlequah. And so I was like, Neds, what is that? Is that like a cute little bakery? Is that something? And so I like had to like research it after she said it. And I was like, you know what? Let me just call and see what happens. And so I called and I was talking to a manager. Her name was Paige.
Huge thank you.
Yes.
Yes, huge thank you to Ned. They were amazing to us.
Absolutely amazing. And I was
They got some cookies.
Love. Okay, there we go. See, they got paid. They got paid. But Paige, I was really expecting to have like a really lengthy conversation and like showing her that like we have like the details planned out. We even had some connections with our professor, like knowing the owner and stuff. But I told her the idea, and not to toot my own horn, but my charisma is pretty great. And she's like, oh my gosh, I love this idea. Okay, let's get on it right now. And I'm like, baby, is this not like the middle of your shift right now? And she's like, no, it's not that busy. We can make time for you.
Yes.
And she was just so amazing to work with. Like, we were texting consistently, we were calling, and we like really made it work, like within the span of like 2-3 days. And like, we really got it together. And that's really what led up to us like hosting right in front of them. They like hosted a whole like cute little parking spot for that homecoming parade.
Yeah.
And it was like a really good spot. And I wasn't able to go to the actual bake sale, which is so strange to say.
So sad.
I feel like I did so much like on the behind the scenes part. But during the actual bake sale day, I was in the car, like on driving to OKC, in the passenger seat, I will say, in the passenger seat. And I was getting, I'm kidding you not, The moment I sat in my car, it was like 9 a.m., 8:50 a.m., 15 text messages, all from 4 people in the bake
I'm
sale.
sure some of them were for me.
You know what? Maybe.
Maybe.
But it was just like everybody like wanted details on specific things. They wanted clarification. So like this like hour and a half drive to OKC, I'm just like texting away.
Safely
in the passenger seat, drinking a hot chocolate, I will say.
Perfect.
But that's really how it started. And I really relied on Lydia because she's in marketing and media. And so I was just relying on her to like really take charge where I wasn't able to be. And it went really, really well. I was getting a lot of updates. Paige said everyone was so kind. So kudos to you guys. She said you guys were really kind.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was genuinely amazing. And also like I love her hair. I know that's like totally, but she's just a beautiful person.
When you go to Ned's, you have to say hi to Paige and tell you like her hair.
Yes, and tip her extra. Tip her extra.
Absolutely.
She deserves it.
Your bartenders.
Helps out a lot.
Trust. But we made around $350 in sales, which it was in our estimates. So our math, it was mathing.
It mathed out.
It did. And the team actually moved to the tailgate party. So that really did help in sales too. Absolutely. So overall, while it might have been my original idea, it was everyone's help that really, not even just media and marketing, like other teams that came, they gave their own ideas. They baked their own really yummy things, which was like the number one thing I'm sad about. I didn't get to taste anything.
Yes. I didn't get to taste anything either, and I was there. And let me just say, I was hungry sitting there on the side of the on the curb.
The end of the night, we were there until like 6 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We divvied those up, y'all. So I will tell you, I have some pumpkin bread at my house because don't know what else to do with it. People just started giving donations and being like, I'm not carrying around a cupcake. And we were like, oh, okay. So those are sitting at my house and I don't know what I'm going to do with all of it.
Wait, can I ask a kind of shady question?
Yeah, for real.
What was your favorite baked sale? Like the item you ate?
Oh my God,
Jared. I think I've only eaten at this point the cookies that I bought. So, mind you, I bought because I'm shameful and I don't know how to bake. So I've put sriracha in cupcakes before. So it was not a good idea. It was not a good idea.
That's a concept. And you can keep that concept to yourself.
Sriracha, I wanted it to be red.
So there's this thing called food coloring that I really recommend. Even beets, like beet powder. But sriracha is a choice.
Listeners, please do not put sriracha in your cupcakes.
Please God.
Okay, we're gonna move on from that one. So I realized we haven't talked about the actual theme of the 10th edition.
Oh no!
And so the theme this year is legacy, and I think in class we kind of threw it back and forth of what we wanted out of it, and we were all just kind of like, we want something, but we don't know what exactly. And so can you guys both on kind of more editorial side of like what works you were getting that you felt like were completely within the legacy theme?
Yes, so we got a lot. I think when you say legacy, people start thinking about their own legacy, about familial. We have a lot of pieces that surround family, that surround familial patterns is actually a title of one of our works. Just a lot of stuff around that. Our high schoolers had to stick to legacy. Legacy was a suggested theme for the rest of our general submissions from alumni, students, and faculty. So they could or they could not. We have a lot that come in that were legacy, a lot of different takes on it. And legacy, like from fantasy point of views, we have a fantasy one that was really, really wicked. It was really awesome. There was a dragon in it, so I just think it's awesome, period. And like, think Smog for sure. But just kind of talking about the legacy of like this wizard and this dragon, and then the kind of apocalypse that happens because of it.
Whoa, I'm so excited.
I know.
I
know.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And then one of my friends, my husband's best friend, it's called Artificial Love. It was one that he submitted, and it's AI and zombies and legacy for sure. It's in there. And so it was definitely really neat. We did have some pieces for high schoolers that weren't legacy that we did have to say we can't take them, which was really unfortunate. We have had a wonderful piece that it's the legacy I've inherited about Native American inheritance, and it's very Tahlequah-centric and very good for that. And it was a nonfiction piece, which is rare. It's the only single one nonfiction piece, but it was really neat and it was really cool to work with, and it was from one of our high schoolers. So it's really great.
Wow, I'm so excited to not only get to lay this out and kind of make it my own baby, but also be able to read all of these works. Is on like I'm gonna hype myself up in this.
Yes.
But my work was also accepted,
Yes,
so I'll be
it
laying
was.
out my own work, and
Yeah.
so that's gonna be so much fun and so interesting to see it kind of be put together and the whole editorial process.
How was that, by the way, since I edited you?
No, it was amazing.
Good.
It was a great time. It was super easy. I agreed with all of the edits.
Yeah.
I think it was a very smooth
Well, you
process.
were easy to edit, so.
Thank you. It was a great time. And, you know, being a senior, I'm so excited that my last semester is I'm gonna have a legacy of being in the Talon.
Oh,
like that's so exciting.
You're gonna make me cry.
Especially
Yeah.
the 10th edition. I feel like we didn't mention this enough. This is the 10th edition of the
Yes.
Talon. It has been around for around 10 years.
Yeah.
Not 10 years exactly, but
10 publications.
10 publications, which is a huge deal.
Yeah, it's
because
beautiful.
it started just from a little writers club group who wanted to do something.
Yeah.
And if you don't know that, go look at our past podcast with the Talon.
Yes.
Christopher Murphy, our professor, has told all of the history. Go listen to that episode. But it's so much fun, and I'm so glad we're about to like start laying it all out. And come December, we get to let everyone have it and look at it and like read all of our special poems
Very hard
and
work.
fictional works and all of our fun pieces and even all of the artworks that were submitted were amazing.
Gorgeous.
Some of
Yeah.
these high schoolers, y'all,
It's insane.
I don't know what y'all are doing, but like you guys are good.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Because like that's really my favorite thing that I got to see when we were picking like a layout, I guess, of it, or like how the stories are gonna go and stuff.
Sequence,
Sequence. That's the word I'm looking for. Because like the stories themselves, I didn't get to read like most of them. I knew some of them because I was in Professor Murphy's short fiction class.
Yes.
So I've read some of the ones that were submitted. So you guys were like talking, you're like the dragons, the wizards, the plague, and I'm like I don't know what we're talking about, so I can't really help. But like the artwork, it's like, oh my gosh.
how that goes. Yeah.
Yes, I see how this fits here. This one really connects with this one. Spectacular, for sure.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I feel like after we did the sequencing in class, it really felt like a literary journal that we've put together, and I'm super excited about it. But I do want to ask you guys, since both were all in different teams, what advice would you give someone who was thinking about submitting, like future for next edition?
Okay, so I guess for editorial, I think I'm probably going to draw more from when I was accepted last year. Editorial is not allowed to write anything into it, it was a decision to make for me because I'm a writer, so I'm trying to write in it, but you know, it was really cool to get the experience of seeing other people's works, and I'm like, dang, I wish I was that good, because I'm not. But that was amazing. That's a great idea. But I tried, say, my mistakes and my pitfalls, I think, and my good things that I did. Try to take something and write it specifically for the Talon. Write it for a piece that is specifically for it, because I have found from speaking to a lot of our people who have gotten in and submitted that those that have the highest success rates. Or take something that you're really going to edit. Maybe you've had it workshopped, really edit it and make it good. Have it to the best of your editing ability. I mean, there's always going to be a comma that we disagree about, but you know, like it's just going to happen.
The comma.
Yes, and don't be upset about it. Oxford comma, especially. But I think I did do an Oxford comma on you, actually.
It was, yes.
Yeah, and there's believers and non-believers, but that's neither here nor there. Not a debate for this podcast. But so you know, just have it edited as much as possible. But on the layout perspective for submitting a piece, I desperately wanted to have a lot of page breaks in my piece that I got accepted. And don't fight with your editorial team as hard as I fought with my editor. I'm mean. I'm straight up mean, and I feel so bad. Looking back there was only 2 of them, and I was evil. I was like, come on, y'all. But I had a lot of page breaks that was going to be hard for editorial to be able to do. And I wanted diamonds to be the little page break things. There's a good word for that because it was
I
my
see what you mean,
town. Yeah, and you can't do that.
That would be difficult.
Yes, and it's difficulty. So, like, be unique in your writing, but know that there is some uniformity that is going to come. And, you know, be cooperative, but also be brave and submit. Please be brave, because I would, you know, that's what my kids
No, that was cute. That was cute. I guess I have a little bit more of like a simpler answer. In my opinion, just write for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to write work that you think is like, oh, the Talon's looking for this type of work, so I'm gonna write this type of work. No, I think as writers, we're naturally selfish when we write, just because we're writing what we want to write. And so I just want to say, like, write what you think you can do well. Like, write what you want to write what you want to see, because then that is your unique writing.
Yeah.
If I wanted to write something like Bree, it would be a chop. Like, I can't replicate Bree's like writing
either.
style.
No.
I can only write how I write. And so I think that for people who want to submit, you just really have to do it for yourself. Like, do something you yourself are proud of and you yourself want to write. Yeah. And then just do it. Like, you can't take that first step if you just, like, don't take the first step, you know?
Write what you want to read. I've heard that before.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That's great advice. And I think a lot of upcoming writers, they're a little scared to submit to things, even when it's so local to them. So I would say to all of our writing babies or, you know, upcoming writers, just submit it. A rejection's not going to hurt. It might sting for a second, but you just do it again and again and again. But yeah, that's my advice.
Yeah.
So right before we get into, we're going to share a piece with you guys that was not necessarily accepted into the Talon, but it was good enough we just wanted to give them a little bit of light.
We do a little honor. It's a web exclusive.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But before we do that, because I kind of want to end on that note, what are you each hoping for the reader to take away from this edition, though?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
And Emma, you can start us off.
Oh, no. Okay. I think what I want to see is, we've talked a lot about it sequencing. We've debated. I think also, if you're going to join the Talon, have an open mind, because I've had my mind changed many times and I am stubborn. So to have my mind changed about things that are fundamental is very interesting. But I want a reader to just see the hard work that not only has the Talon team put in, but the writers have put in, see the love, I think every piece we have in there is just genuine. It is just so genuine, and it's unique, and it's, it's its own thing, and it's beautiful, and it's chimichangas, and
Oh my gosh, Emma. We have to get you off of chimichangas.
I can't, y'all. I'm obsessed. It made me feel things. I was giggling like all day about it after I read it.
I just want our listeners to know, I have at the time of this recording, I have not read
Me neither.
this poem yet.
No.
It's amazing.
It's the anticipation is scarring.
It's wild.
I'm probably gonna hype Tyler up too much, and then people are gonna be like, "What is wrong with you?" Yeah, but
no, I'm sure it'll be tens across the board.
It is.
But that was a really great answer. I guess what I'm like hoping that the people who read this find is inspiration, I guess.
Yeah.
And like maybe finding something within themselves when reading this, because the theme legacy is really like a deep theme.
It is.
It's not just something cute. It's not like dragons, wizards, magic,
Chimichangas.
No, it's something more than that, because it's so personal. And like Bree mentioned earlier, it doesn't have to be like this nonfiction work. I think it might have been Emma, sorry, with the dragons and the mages and the AI and all of that.
Yeah.
Legacy really has so many meanings, and I want people to read this to like think of their own legacy even, and like wonder like, hey, this is how I relate to this. This is my story, and from that comes inspiration, and hopefully that inspires people to write, even if it's not for the Talon, which I hope it is, obviously. Even if it's just writing for themselves, starting a cute little journal, a diary, just writing short stories for their family or something bigger. I just hope it brings inspiration and just like finding something within themselves.
Definitely.
Absolutely. That's such a good answer, you guys. Dang. Okay, so now I kind of want to go into our web exclusive. If Emma or Jared, whoever wants to read it, will introduce the writer and just kind of share it, and then we'll kind of talk about it.
So our writer is Miranda Evans. She was accepted as a web exclusive for this piece. So that kind of means for us that like we really, really liked it. It might have been someone's golden buzzer, but also someone's veto. So I don't know if that was exactly how it went down, but just something that like we really liked it. We only extended it to a few authors. We only, the unfortunate thing is some other literary journals won't take a piece that's already been published, but she was like, go ahead and publish that. Go ahead. We want on your websites and all the things. And this is her poem that is going to be a web exclusive, and it is called Rebirth in 2 Poems. And I'll read the first one, and Jared can read the next one. This is Rebirth in 2 Poems by Miranda Evans. Storm of sorrow. The sky was gray and melancholic today. I wept on the grass, on the trees, on anything with a life. I lay in a puddle and furrow, and let her soak up my sorrow. She welcomes me, she welcomes my storm.
The birth of blooming. May a flower bloom and fill my heart, burst through my lungs and rip me apart from my open chest. The butterflies feed, my body decomposes, and soon a seed will sprout from me.
I like it.
That was amazing, y'all.
Yeah.
I love that poem.
It was
it's
phenomenal.
very descriptive. Like, I could see what I was reading. For
Yes.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yes, and legacy is pertinent there. I think so.
Yeah, so I think, Jared, you guys are going to be posting more web exclusives in the next coming weeks
Yes,
of
absolutely.
people who are not necessarily accepted into the Talon, but we still want to shine their light because, again, a poem like that deserves to at least get some attention, and we want to try to do that for them as much as we can. And especially, like, Miranda, girl.
Yes.
That was amazing.
Oh, Miranda ate with
It's
that
beautiful,
one.
beautiful, heartfelt, deep, and there's a lot. And you know, if this is the level that a web exclusive is, just think about what's in our Talon. And I think a lot of our web exclusive authors are also published in the Talon. So there's that. This is just, you know, this is the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. But we'll see what the actual cake filling is. It's awesome. I don't know why. I guess I'm hungry. I'm sorry.
Well, hey,
She's not hungry for
you know,
chimichanga.
it's almost 11. She still got time.
I'm hungry, y'all. But
True.
All right. Well, thank you guys both so much for taking the time to sit with me and talk about the Talon. You know, it was so good to actually see you guys in person.
I know. No pixels.
yeah.
There's
No pixels. This is HD, y'all. Sorry for our listeners, but thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having us, Bree. This was absolutely spectacular. Thank you.
So wonderful. Definitely a memory. The Talon as a whole is a memory we will take with us forever, I think, as seniors. And we're going to leave. And, you know, it's a little sad, but also we're done.
Yes.
Emma and Jared, it was great talking with you. Thank you for coming in. The Talon's 10th edition is set to be available the first few weeks of December. For more information, please visit the Talon Literary Journal on Instagram. Thanks for listening to Hawk Talk Podcast. You can find us at nsunews.com, Spotify, or follow our social media pages at TNE News on Instagram and The Northeastern on Facebook for the latest NSU news.
The Northeastern Student Government Association is a student-led organization committed to the betterment of the student body since 1925. NSGA programs and events are designed to enhance student life and handle student concerns. Whether it's student organization allocations, academic regalia loans, parking ticket forgiveness, or food assistance, NSGA wants to ensure NSU students are set up for success. NSGA events are free for all students to attend and include chances to speak with NSU faculty, staff, and NSGA members, as well as chances to participate in games and giveaways. Learn more about their events and programs by following their Instagram at NSU NSGA or their Facebook page at NSGA Northeastern Student Government Association.